Hi, my name's Wilx, and this is SkyFactory 4. Yeah, I know, another new pack. I decided I wanted to try out SkyFactory 4 because everybody's talking about their new method of gathering resources. They use trees, and they have other new things to do it as well, where they're using pigs and other stuff. And I wanted to see what that was all about. So, I wanted to give it at least a try. I am going to be going back to Project Ozone 3. I'm definitely going back when they open up Titan or Kappa. In the meantime, I'm going to try. I want to know from you whether you'd like to see any more of SkyFactory 4 or interactions, or whether I should just go back to Project Ozone 3. I'd like to see in the comments what you guys think I should do. But I wanted to try SkyFactory 4 at least for one episode. So we're way back at this part of the screen. Single player, create new world. Now, I'm going to use the default one here. You can look through these. Some of them look kind of interesting, might be kind of fun to try, but I'm going to use the default one. I'm going to call it Wilx. And use it. I don't know if the seed makes any difference at all, but I'll put the seed in there as well. I'll put cheats on. Now, prestige enabled. See this button down here? It can be disabled or enabled. This is an interesting one. Some people are calling it the expert mode if you turn prestige on. I think that's very misleading. For me, let's say I was comparing it to Titan mode or Kappa mode. Cazador Sniper is really good at making the pack more difficult, but not more grindy. He puts in all the things you need to reduce the grind, to automate the grind away, but still makes the pack more interesting, more difficult. Well, in Prestige, they did pretty much the exact opposite. They took everything that reduces the grind and put it behind gates that you can't get at, especially in the early part of the pack. For instance, Vein Miner is going to be much deeper into the pack. After you've done your first 2 pages of quests, like hell, it's the first page where you need Vein Miner, or Excavator. Also, hopping bonsais get pushed off till at least you finished your first page. That's making it more grindy. And I highly encourage you to not have it enabled, to disable it, if you dislike the grind. However, I'm going to enable it because the reason a lot of people watch my videos is to get past the difficult parts of the pack. And this is the most difficult part of it all, is prestige. So let's create our new world. Now, I had this all planned out on how I was going to do it, and then just before I recorded this, I saw Chosen Architects, and he did it almost the same way I planned on doing it to overcome prestige, using bonsai pots right away. And he did a whole bunch of other things that were the same. I did learn one thing from his. This is the only part I actually copied, even though his is going to look very similar to mine. And that's that he used grass in the bonsai pots. I hadn't thought to look at that part. I might have caught it myself, but I saw it there before I found it myself. Okay, so first thing. Most people dig all the way down. I'm just going to dig down 1. Then I'm going to take this, make my crafting station, and I'm going to put it right there. Dig down 1 more, because I don't want the leaves to start decaying on me yet. And then I'm going to go there, put this in, make that, use 2 of those to make sticks, and I'll make myself a crook right away. Then we're going to take our crook, and vein mine is off because prestige is on. So I can't do that. Actually, now that I'm in game, before we go any further than this, let's show you the quest that I'm talking about. So if I complete all this, it says you win and you get 1 prestige point. So what's all that about? Well, if we hit, oh, I guess I got to get to this screen. It's P, I think? Yeah, P. So to open up the Zen Garden, you got to use 1 prestige point. So you can't get the hopping bonsai until you do that. If you want to open up ore excavation, you've got to use a 2nd prestige point. If you want to improve the soils in your pots, you've got to keep opening them up with more and more and more prestige points. Now, there is a way to start getting more of it later on in the pack. Let's go back to this screen. When you start doing this, so you've got to make yourself a parabox. And then I'm not sure how this works and what goes on from there. But when I look at the parabox, this is way into the pack that you're going to be finding this thing, because you need an advanced energy cube, space-time equalizer, all sorts of weird stuff to make it. So that you're not going to be making that right away. Let's take, no, leave that for a second. But let's get back. I'm renting too much. Deliberately what I'm doing up here is I wanted to get at least 1 sapling before I dug down. And I've got a lot more than 1, so that's fine. Now we can start digging our way down. So let's get 1 more log first. And I am going to take that log, put it in here, get 4 planks. Actually, let's do it with all of those. And we'll get some of those first before we dig down. Whoop, I almost lost that. And as you can see, things are already decaying and falling down because the brought the wood down too low. And I can't vein mine down to it because no vein miner. Okay, so Shift W. I'm going to put 1 there. Then put that there. Get the rest of these. Make them all into planks. And now, notice I currently have 5 saplings because I was up there doing things. And there's still stuff coming down, but it's gonna, a lot of it's gonna fall into the void. Don't worry, I'm not going to do a lot of base building here, but just so you can catch what's happening and why I did that up top. Okay, so that's 2 around all of this. And see, they're still sort of hanging over the edge. We don't have that many more. Oh, while I'm, especially while I'm doing shift here, let's put that down. Ooh, I made a couple of config changes to this pack. One of them was on the tree twerking mod, which is a tree growing simulator config. I changed that because you had to twerk for quite a while to actually get it to grow. And I put it to more like the default as to what it should be. I just thought that was painful for no good reason. It doesn't matter that much in the in prestige mode, but if you're in the other mode where you have to do this, then you probably deliberately want this. because you're going to be doing an awful lot of okay, so just the 5 I got originally. All right, so I'll show you what I mean. Normally, this thing would take forever, and it's pretty much right away. That's the way I'm used to that thing working. Whoops. And so notice I can't vein mine this. I've got to go around and do them all like this. So this is going to take me a little while. I'm going to do a bunch of these. Actually, before I do, how many do I need of these? I need 4 dirt and 8 extra acorn. Oh, actually, let's show you one other thing too. I'm just going to do this one, and then I'll show you something before I cut away. Okay, so notice on this, my ratio for these is about even. Normally, I would have expected a little more resin actually when I knock these things down like this. And my number of saplings was about even with it as well. When you go into the bonsai pots, their default setting, you get only 2/3 the resin that you do for the other things, the acorns. Now, if we look at the use for these, you use 5 resin and 4 acorns. So if you're only getting 2/3 as much resin, you're getting a whole lot of extra acorns when you use bonsais. So I made a change in the bonsais to make the resin chance equal to the, so resin chance equals 0.5 instead of 0.35. Because that, I think that makes prestige acceptable. And it shouldn't be the other way. I think that was a mistake on their part. I don't think that was deliberate. So let me get this finished off. Getting my dirt and stuff. And then I will bring you guys back when I start doing something interesting. Oh, just before you go, well, I did think of one other thing. I wanted to show you that this was possible, that if you take your crook and that wood. Now, I would be better off with a stone crook than what I've got, but we deal with what we can. All right, I'll bring you back when I've got enough dirt and resin to do what I need to do. All right, I'm not finished by any means here, but I thought I would give you, I'm going to do something a little different, and I thought I'd bring you back to see it. I'm taking too long to chop that stuff down by hand, so I am going to make myself a paxel. Now, if I could only remember where everything went. That goes there. This goes here, that goes there. Yep. Wooden paxel. The advantage to it over an axe, because that's really all I need, is much better durability. The axe is 59, this is 80. Well, it's not that much better. All right, back to my gathering stuff. Okay, I'm back. I made way more acorns than I needed to. So let's get started on using those. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a drying racks here, which are just those, and we're going to put them along like that. Should have centered them better. And we need to put 8 of these on here. So what's that for? Use. Drying rack. That will make petrified acorns. Petrified acorns can make petrified saplings. one combined with a dirt one. So that's how we get our petrified sapling, which is what makes our cobblestone. So as soon as those things are finished, we're off to the races there. Okay, I'm back and they're just finished drying out. And we'll go here, use that. We've got our petrified sapling. So these guys can go up here. Actually, let's show you what we can do with those. Use. I don't need that many, so I'm going to make, actually, I'm going to make 2. I'll save the others in case I need them for something. Okay, but now we're on to this one. And so I'm back to this. I'll bring you back when I've got enough of these to make my furnace. I've got just enough to make my furnace here. So now I could get away with 6 if I was going to make a half slab. But half slab furnaces have a problem. They only take half a stack of fuel. I'm not sure if they can stick if they only take half a stack of items to cook as well. Okay, so in here what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 planks and 3 of these. That makes those numbers work out properly. And I'm going to need another plank here. Oh, and so the next thing up is we want to make clay. And clay is like that. This is the clay still, right? Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to take that. I'll make it tiny. And then I'll stick 8 of them in there, I guess. Get you working, doing your thing. And now I'm off to do clay for a little while. All right, I've got enough, I guess. Use clay. There we go. 28 of them. We need them in groups of 5, so we'll save 3. That gives us 5 of them. Oh, and oh, before we do that, let's do, because I only want 1 of those, we'll do 1 bucket as well. Actually, I'm eventually going to need 2 buckets, but we'll do 1 for now. Okay, and we'll put those in and start them doing their thing. So that's going to be how we make our bonsais. Now let's get off to some other things. So we want to make some water. So we're going to use a crushing tub here. And we're also going to make a cauldron. We'll put our crushing tub there and our cauldron there. Okay, now if you take, split that in half, 10 saplings, and you jump up and down, you make 1 bucket of water. You got to jump up and down 10 times. Then we take our bucket and put it there, and then And unlike other packs where you don't have infinite water, this one does. Okay, so far so good. We've got 2 dirt there, that's fine. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a bucket of water. Ooh, I know what I didn't do. Ah, damn it. I forgot to do something. We need to make shears. I should have made this earlier. I'm going to need sticks. Shears. So I'm going to need a sapling to do this. Okay, and wow, that's pretty quick. Not at all like having to hit the other thing. Let me just clear that guy up and I'll bring you right back. That's all cleared up. Let's come over here. We'll take a bucket of water. We'll put it in there. We'll take dirt. Put dirt in there. Then we'll start dropping in some of these. Oh, I have too many things on here so you can't see it. I got 4 grass blocks like that. Let's show you that again. Put 1 dirt in, that makes mud. Then leaves, 4 leaves. And that gives me 4 grass. Now let's take a look at what I can do here. If I put down that there, and I break it, I get back a dirt. So this is actually, I think this is actually an easier way to make dirt than doing it with the tree. Because it's such a pain to do that one more time here. Whoops, not with that. I think that's an easier way to make the stuff. We've got these done. Take those. I should actually make some torches just to light this place up. Oops. And that was the thing that was suggested by Chosen Architect, was that I use grass in here instead of dirt, because it has a better percentage. Actually, let me just get these set up, and I'll show you what I mean. I hadn't noticed that in JEI originally. Did I put one in there? No, I didn't. Okay, so if we take a look at Bonsai, use. Now, so dirt was 110 and 90. So in other words, 10% worse, a 10% penalty on the growth time, and a 10% penalty on the drops. Whereas for the grass, it's 100-100. So we're doing better there. Now, to get this, see that you can't click up here. I'm trying to right click, it doesn't work. See down there, that bottom one there, just where it touches the bottom? I think I'm going to get rid of these things. Either that, I got to have them consistent going all the way along. But I don't need drying racks right now, so I'll just put them away for later, maybe put them somewhere else. Okay, are you done? Yep. And let's see what we can do. Now, notice that I'm doing okay on... Oh, I should have taken it all out of my inventory so I could actually show you. But use... Okay, let's take all of this out of my inventory right now. And we will put this over here. Cook that up. And come back here. So, right-clicking down the bottom here. So notice how I'm still getting a few more acorns than I am clay, but it used to be ridiculously bad before because I've set them to even chances by upgrading the resin chance to 0.5 from 0.35 because it was just a ridiculous number on how low this was. If you're going to do prestige, I recommend you make that change. I'll bet you they make that change to the pack anyways. Where are we here? Oh, let's get the rest of them now that we know what we're doing. Use. Another 10 in there. Let them do their thing. So this seems easier to me than, especially if I get a whole line of these going all the way along there, than it would be to keep knocking down these saplings like I was doing before. Let's wait till it gets to the 10th, and we'll make up another 2 of them. And that'll be it for our clay saplings. Oops, I put away my clay saplings. Okay, and then I'm going to get on to some more petrifieds. But in the meantime, what do we need to do to move forward? Let's take a look at our list here. So let's do gravel. Gravel is, we take petrified acorns and crush them to make gravel. Do we have any petrified acorns? Did I save any? No, I didn't. That was dumb. Okay, so we're going to have to make some more to do that. I should have put them there. All right. Well, let's make use another 5 there. Let these 2 tip off, and then I will put the petrified saplings. Notice I've got clay acorns and no clay resin, so I'm still, my numbers aren't quite working out. I could have put that figure up even higher. Whoops, I blew that. Sorry. Notice how fast my durability on this tool is going down. That's why I wanted the extra durability on it. I would be better off with stone, but this will do for now. Okay, so I got 2 acorns. Okay. Still, timing's off on that. Use 3 of them. Petrified's go in each of those. Let's always go from one side and work my way over. Then they all time out right. Did I just pull it out of there because it wasn't finished? Yes, I did. So that's how you pull it out. You right click it when it's not complete. So if I do it there, that's how. Okay, that's how you get them out. I didn't know that. So as you can see, this is going along pretty quick now. So we've got a fair number of them. Okay, how are we doing on our... We got enough petrified acorns now. Use. Another 15 of these. And so petrified acorns. Where are they here? We need about 4 of them. We need 8 of them. Just before I do this, I'm doing the right thing, aren't I? I'm trying to make a gravel. Petrified acorn gravel. Yep, 8 of them. They fly all over the place when I do this. I don't always get back all 8. Okay, so now that's our gravel one. I've found from experience that you are much better off to do it at least once out here. You get a whole bunch of extra saplings that way. You get so few saplings comparatively in the other one. I'm not going to cut away here. I'll just do this one tree. It's not like I'm doing a whole pile of them. It's a different thing when you're doing like 10 of them. Bother with those top ones. Okay, now what we really wanted from that was to be able to make sand. And sand is, what is sand? Gravel acorns in a crushing tub to make sand acorns. How many gravel acorns did we get? Not enough. Well, let's do all of these anyways. we've got some more of these done. And oh, I don't have enough dirt and or let's get some more. Do we have leaves? We got lots of leaves. Should have put those closer together on my bar, so I wasn't looking for so much. We're only doing one more. Now, are we going to need a lot more gravel? I think I'm only going to use one gravel sapling in these things, because I'm not even sure what I need gravel for, other than I need the acorns right now. So I think I'm going to do one more manually for gravel so I can get my sand, and then we can get off to it. Oh, just before we do that, how are we doing on petrified? Use 3. Not so much. I need more than that. What petrifieds do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. No wonder I should have had more petrifieds. Okay, so that's what we will do. We will do more petrifieds. Oh, and we're probably going to wear this thing out this time. Might as well do that while we're here. Yeah, it's got to be pretty much a full ring for them to all be full by the time we get there. So it's petrified. The problem I'm having is with the resin. I've only got enough for 2 more. That's not enough. I'm sick of waiting. Actually, the gravel will probably do okay for the... Where is it here? 6. Yeah, it's probably okay for that, but it's not going to be good enough to get as much gravel cobble as I need right now. We need one more of those, and oh, right. I know what I was going to do. How many cobble do I have? Oh, damn it. Now I remember why I didn't do it. Yeah, I'm waiting for this, so let's do one this way. Because those pots, even at 50, they're far too low on the resin. it would need to be 60 or something to be even close to keeping up. And if you want a little bit extra, then maybe 70 instead of 50. When it was originally 35 in the settings. Okay, we'll just do a set of these just before. Got our 8th. That's fine. So first things up is petrified. I'm still going to need more of that, but quite a bit more actually. I need at least 3 more right now and 6 more later, so maybe doing more of that. Where were we here? Petrified use. Well, what we're going to be doing with it anyways is we're going to take our torch and we're going to put it down over here. And then we're going to put this thing on top because we need to make some lava. And to make that lava, we'll put in the 2 cobble we've got for now. Oh, and we need to repair that again. This thing is not lasting at all. I really need to upgrade it to cobble. But I'm about to make the cobble generator, so it becomes a non-issue after that. There's our other 2 cobble. And I'm going to need another bucket. So if we got clay, no, but we can make clay. There we go. I don't think I'm going to need the clay ones much longer, because I'm pretty much just going to do that row, and I've probably got enough clay to do it now. Did I put the wrong bucket in there? I did. You probably saw it and went, "What are you doing?" And I didn't notice what I was doing. Oh, well, let's do this again. I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Definitely don't need this much wood on me. Okay, so we can come over here. We can get our bucket of lava. Let's get that off our bar. It's like running with scissors. we got that and that. Did I make sand yet? No, I didn't. We need to make sand. So where's my gravel? There we are. Like sand acorns. Need a ring of magnetism or something. There we go. Right. Use. Petrified sapling, that's no problem. And we only need to be able to make one, so that's fine. Oh, as I remember, we want to do this once each time. Back in a sec. Okay, we're back. I made my one piece of sand here, so we'll cook that up. And how are we doing on petrified? Where are the petrifieds? Gravel, clay, petrified. Use. 6, just enough. We did it. All right. So we got one glass here. And if we put it, I forget what order they go in. That, that, that. And we have our tiny Cobblegen. And we need a chest for that. Let's get some of this stuff off my bar so that I can place it. Where do I want to place this thing? I guess we'll place it right here. And it's getting cobble, so now we can upgrade to cobble for our tools and for our, like both this and this can be upgraded to cobble and work from there. But I think that's enough for this episode. I hope you found something useful in it. Go out there and have some fun. Oh, and let me know which pack you want to see me doing next. Whether it be this one, the last one, or Project Ozone 3. Thanks.